People come through to me in readings, and I immediately would love to say, oh, I sense your mother or your son, and he loved you very much. But many times, I don't immediately feel the love. What I see is a head hanging down. And I know right away, ooh, somebody's come through with an apology. And then I ask them, show me what you want to apologize for. And I look, and I see many different things. I'll see this, and I know they had a drinking problem. Or I'll see this, and I know they were abusive. Or they simply talk to me about having their priorities out of whack, that they never said, I love you. And they come through now that they have this voice to say it loud and clear. I'm sorry. I was wrong. Please forgive me. I'm sorry I never said I love you. Well, what I have learned very clearly from talking to these spirits, after they give me the evidence, they give me a lot of these universal truths that I now have such an honor to share with many, many people. That we are spirit beings here and now. This body is just temporary. It's a tool, an instrument that we use to learn these lessons, to express love. You shouldn't wait until you have to find a medium to make your apologies known. Okay? The lesson is you don't pass from this life and suddenly sprout angel wings. You grow them here. Do you understand? We're here to grow our angel wings now because we are spirit, now in the afterlife forevermore. So how do you grow your angel wings? Well, there's an easy way. You walk across the street after the service to Wings Bookstore and you buy this t-shirt. Okay? But that's cheating, okay? You have to earn your wings, and you earn them here. How do you earn your wings? You do it through living what I call a love-centered life. And that begins with understanding I'm not just a human being. I am a spirit being. And because I am spirit, I am that pure energy of God, that energy of love, and it connects me to everyone around me because I'm not the only spirit. Where do you divide spirit up? Where do you draw the line? This body gives us this temporary boundary. The ego says, this is it. It ends here. I'm the center of the universe. But spirit is limitless, boundless, and that's what you are. And that's who you are. So when you come from that understanding and understand that this body is a tool to learn lessons, you spend every day coming from the heart, constantly reminding yourself who you are, what you are, and why you're here. And so when that idiot cuts you off in the car, you stop. Immediately you're angry, but then you say, wait a minute, I am spirit being first and foremost. And you realize maybe they're in a hurry because something's going on in their life. Maybe they just need to learn a few lessons about patience, but if I send them love, I'm healing that situation and freeing myself to let more of the love flow through. Maybe you're facing a great big challenge in your life right now. And if you realize that you're an eternal spirit being here to learn to express love and come from that place with every word that comes out of your mouth, with every thought that passes through your body, with everything you do with your hands, express love and live a love-centered life, then you allow those wings to grow and grow and grow. How do we stunt them? By holding on to anger, by holding on to resentment, by not saying, I forgive you, or please forgive me. What if somebody doesn't accept your apology? What if they won't forgive you? Then you've done the best you can, and now just send them love too, and love yourself for being able to send that love out. I had a spirit come through to me, and I sensed a separation between this man and his mother. I saw the number 20. I said, I believe it's been 20 years since you and your son talked. While he was here, you were separated for 20 years for some issue. She said, yes, that's true. I said, you didn't get to say goodbye to him because of this. He's showing me this. And she's crying, and she said, yes, that's true. And then he showed me why. And it seemed such a trivial thing. But he came through now to say, Mom, I'm sorry. If I had only been able to see the big picture, if I had only been able to see that. So Mom didn't get to say goodbye to him, but she got to say it in this reading, but it's not the same. That really touched me, that reading. It fired me up so much that I sent an email to my entire email list and told them about that reading and said, what does that tell us? We can't let ego get in the way. We are spirit beings here and now. We got to put ego aside, come from the heart and make our apologies now. Don't wait until you have to find a medium to come back through on the other side and say, I screwed up. I made a mistake. Do it now. And that message hit a lot of chords with people who read that email. I got a lot of responses that said, I really needed to hear that. Thank you for telling me that when you did. And I got one response from a woman who said, oh, your message was so timely. I just had an argument with my husband this morning, and I said some things I shouldn't have said to him. And you're right. We need to ask for forgiveness. So maybe I'll get around to that next time. That just went right over her head. So please don't let this message today go over your head. You don't wait till you get to the other side to make your apologies. Every moment counts. We only have this one moment here, right here and now. So make your amends, give your forgivenesses, ask for forgiveness, whatever it is, but most of all, give your love. Live a love-centered life. Start living from the center. Step back from all this drama that we get so embroiled in that keeps us rooted in the ego. When we sit here in a beautiful church like this, surrounded by love, it's so easy to feel who we are, isn't it? And then you go back out in the world, and you get in that traffic, and you get among people who don't feel so loving because they just haven't taken off their blindfolds yet and haven't quite realized that we are all spirit, and we're all intricately interconnected by that energy of love. And it's easy to forget that. So I ask you again, step out of the drama and observe it all. When things get rough, say my favorite phrase, isn't that interesting? And then when you're nice and calm and peaceful, send love to the situation. So many things hold us rooted here in the physical world. When we can remember that we're pure spirit beings right now, everything goes so much better. Things are more peaceful, more loving. A woman came through in a reading for me recently. She hadn't passed too long ago, and her niece was sitting with me. Her niece was my client, and I said, your aunt is showing me a young man. This is probably her son, and she's showing me that he's coming into a large sum of money. And there's some problem with how it's being doled out. And I see lawyers all around. And she's saying to me right now, clear as day, if I had known how much trouble that money was going to cause, I would have burned it all before I died. See, you get to the other side and you suddenly see what really matters. And it's not money and it's not possessions. It's all of us, and it's loving each other with all our heart and soul. That's what matters. That's why we're here. You can't take it with you. But what you do take with you is the part of you that is eternal. You as spirit, here and now and forevermore, forevermore. So I hope you take these lessons to heart. I hope you leave here this morning and just love everybody with all your hearts. Do the best you can. And that way, when you pass from this physical body and you suddenly realize you haven't really changed a whole lot, you're still the same spirit being that you were, you'll be able to look back on how you did. And you said, I did pretty darn well. I loved with all my heart. And then you can truly say, been there, done that, got the t-shirt. Right? Thank you.